Thank you, Madam President. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you all for attending. It is a more than interesting proposition that America is institutionally racist. And before I address the narrative, the emotion, the misconceptions, the misused facts or badly applied facts that have been put out here tonight, I'd like to start with a simple quote. There is a class of colored people who make a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the Negro race before the public. Some of these people do not want the Negro to lose his grievances because they do not want to lose their jobs. There is a certain class of race problem solvers who don't want the patient to get well.
Wow. God gracious, I felt that one. All right. All right. This brother is he didn't come to play. Now I feel bad for checking him out whilst wearing a wife beater because he's very debonair while he's presenting his side of things. Okay, David Webb. Nice meeting you, brother. All right, let's go.
Solvers who don't want the patient to get well.
I'm gonna give y'all my piece in a minute.
That was said by Booker T. Washington.
Wow.
This is an esteemed body, one that sponsors and invites debate. Yet just an hour or so ago, someone who was invited to this body to test his mettle, a chief person to the right hand of Barack Obama, to the right hand of Mayor Bill de Blasio of New York, to, in many ways, as he puts it, the right side of the blacks in America, Al Sharpton, accepted and then refused to come and debate before this body. Attorney General Eric Holder, Attorney General of the United States.
Wait a minute. You're saying that he's scared to come and debate? Not Al Sharpton, is he? Wow. Nah, brother. We need to call him back. I gotta see that video if he comes and debates. David Webb.
Attorney General Eric Holder, Attorney General of the United States, said that America is a nation of cowards when it comes to race.
Wow.
In fact, what we stand here and do today, and what someone like Al Sharpton does not do, shows that the cowardice lies with those who would push a narrative, demand retribution when none is required, but do not show up to face the public, either those who support them or detractors. Why is that important to what we do here today? It has been said before, but I will repeat it. The proposition that America is institutionally racist requires that something creates an environment. Two things create an environment for slavery or racism, and they are needed for it to exist. One is a social contract, as in the South during slavery. Two, codified law. Neither of those things exist in American culture today. And in fact, if they did exist as such, then the UK would also be guilty of same. The British Social Attitudes Survey of 2001, 25% of Brits are very or little prejudiced against people of other races. In 2013, 30% of Brits are very little prejudiced or little prejudiced against people of other races. I also reject that because it is a survey. It is a poll.
Okay, I'm going to continue moving forward, but I just wanted to say this. I want to give you this little piece right here. Whenever I react to videos such as these, and there's a black person at the helm, I'm speaking on behalf of conservative values. Um, and I agree a little too much. I was told that it comes off as if I am pandering to an audience for the sake of more views and more success on my channel. Um, and this video right here, I can already feel it will garner the same thoughts and feelings and anger from people who are feel opposite of what David Webb is saying right now. Here's my thing. You can never have the whole truth unless you check out both sides of things. I've never been into politics. I've never been a fan of them. Politicians. I ducked and dodged any type of news unless my wife was looking at it and she wanted me to look at it with her or she wanted to have a conversation about it. Then I would talk to her and I would watch with her for her. So right now I'm in a point in my life where I am doing as much research as I possibly can, and I'm doing it live with my supporters. I'm doing it with you all. So when you see me checking out David Webb, this is literally my very first time checking out David Webb or even seeing him or hearing from him at all. So because of requests that have been made through my website, or through our own research, we have come up with these topics that we are sharing with you today. So I just want you to know where I am with all of this, because I understand a lot more than I did 2 months ago before I started down this journey. So please be patient with me. I'm doing the best I can when it comes to reviewing these people who speak on such matters. But at the end of the day, just want you to know that my popularity in my own space, where I was once more comfortable because that's all that was in my space, my popularity there is shrinking by the day because of where I am right now with this new content. All right, that's all I want to say.
It is not a reflection of the British community, nor is it a reflection of the American community. The issues of racism and prejudice will always exist. That is something we can state honestly and factually. It is how we get to the solutions that matter. Abraham Lincoln, as my colleague said, fought a war to preserve the Union. That republic allowed for the people of the United States, under our Constitution, to amend it, therefore removing slavery, and then moving forward to the Voting and Civil Rights Act, and also the suffrage movement for women. These are great acts in our society. The issues that plague blacks in America, or anyone who is disadvantaged, have too many factors for me to address in 8 minutes or 8 hours. But in our society, we continue to address them with actions, not with narrative, not with conspiracy theories about DEA creating drugs, or not with conspiracy theories about agencies forming groups to go after blacks in some way. There are many examples I can counter. One, by the way, by one of the speakers, just for a point of information, George Zimmerman was not a police officer, therefore you should use a better example. Using wrong examples to present an argument leads us nowhere forward.
That's the second time that young lady got up. Is this an open forum, or or is she protesting? Or is she just trying to do the little church finger so she can go to the bathroom? What's going on with that?
I understand the emotion, and I respect my opposition. But when you go into the areas of making false charges and living in the past, you do not address the issues of the present. In the present, and factually so, and you can do the research regardless, this is not a political issue, it is not a one or the other issue, it is a very complex, nuanced issue. If you find in your heart that America is not advanced as a nation, then you must accept that Britain is not advanced as a nation. That all of the world in the first world is not advanced in any manner. Therefore, you must accept that all is static and societies never change for the better or the worse. To anyone who believes that America is institutionally racist, I'll challenge you to do this. Go into communities and deal with problems by examining the roots of those problems, the foundations. The foundation of many problems starts with the individual, and there are factors. There are factors of education. It is right to say that there are disadvantaged people in America. 13% of the population is black, 17% Hispanic, majority white, and mixed other race, Asian at 3%. But when you take a look at the problem, you must address the foundation and the factors. Education, a family structure. In the 1960s, 80+% of blacks were two-parent homes. Today, that is reversed completely the other way. It has a lot of factors, which includes entitlement systems, the growth of liberalism to a point of progressivism beyond any imagined course. Education comes from a strong or blended family unit. That is your best path to success. And when it comes to single parentage of anyone of any ethnicity, a single mother has a higher likelihood significantly of being in poverty, therefore raising a child in poverty. I'm addressing foundation.
That is absolutely the truth. Now, there are people who will argue that these women are only single mothers because the white man locked up their children's fathers or locked up their husbands for no reason at all. Or the society we're in has made it so difficult for a black man to do anything positive with his life, that the only way to feed his family was for him to sell drugs or to do something else that will lead him toward the prison system.
I'm addressing foundation because it is easy to argue, as my colleagues have, the emotion, the misapplication of facts, and the narratives. But if we do not address the foundation of a problem, and we have in America, we will not advance as a society. And to correct a misspeak by my colleague Charlie Wolf, he tried to correct himself in amongst the cheers and the jeers. He meant to say America is not perfect, but working towards a more perfect union. And that is something we can all take as human beings. Look for solutions. Do not fall into false claims. Do not follow charlatans. Do not follow shakedown artists who want to draw you into arguments rather than have true debate on substance. And that is what we're here to do. I thank you for the invitation. I thank you for having me. And I want to leave you with this thought. We talk about skin color. Our skin is an organ. It does not think, it does not formulate ideas. It is merely the genetic result of our parents. Our ability to use our brain and reason in a free society, such as in America, is why we have overturned the blight and the negative aftermath of racism that began with colonial slavery. America is a land of opportunity, as promised in our Declaration of Independence, and preserved legally in our Constitution and the Bill of Rights. We have amended our Constitution, and we have evolved as a nation. Our people stand proud to support and defend opportunity and freedom for all. Thank you, President Whedon. Thank you to the members of this body, my colleagues, and my opposition.
Okay, so they have, okay, all right. All right, so they have actual debates about actual substance. I like that. All right, I've talked enough. I would like to hear what you have to say about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button or the new super thanks button, thank you to everyone who has hit that. Please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video and hopefully inside of the Patreon as well. You all have been amazing per usual, man. Love y'all. And keep growing by yourself and with me. All right? See you next time.